You are.
Boy, right out of the gate, huh?
Right out of the gate.
All right.
Shut up. I want to listen to this.
All right. Well, because of this song was stuck in my head all weekend because of you. Yeah, very funny. Golden Girls, in case you forgot. Right. Right.
The Rock of New York, 102.7 WNEW. It's Opie and Anthony. I just felt like playing that song, that's all.
Well, look what I got. I got my official program for the 65th anniversary Radio City Christmas Spectacular, Opie.
You made it.
I made it.
Anthony made
my
it through
weekend.
his weekend with the Golden Girls.
My weekend from hell is complete. But I got to say something off the top about the Christmas show at Radio City.
Mm-hmm.
They are right. It is a fabulous time for young and old.
Really?
Anyone in between is in hell. Children and old people. But at least that, by the time I was sitting lethargic, drooling on my lap at the Christmas show, wishing death on myself, at least I knew, I saw the light at the end of the tunnel on my weekend, Opie. It was almost through. It started Wednesday, leaving the station.
Mm-hmm. You spent 4 days with the Golden Girls.
Oh my God.
Not 1, not 2, 4 days. So where do we begin, Anthony?
I don't even know how to start. I guess Thanksgiving was spent up in Massachusetts with my mother-in-law, Anthony. And of course, every time I go up there, I have to do some kind of task around the house. Because I used to be in heating and air conditioning, so I guess I should know how to fix a tranny on a Hyundai. I don't know. But she shocked the hell out of me this Thanksgiving. I go up and she goes, "Are you good with cock?" Like, what? What? Are you good with cock? Jen, what's your mom's flipped her lid. What is she talking about? You know, cock, because my bathtub is leaking. Oh, caulk. Caulk. Mother.
They say it a little differently up there.
With the Boston accents, you can't. You have to. Could you go, get some cock and help me out here in the bathtub?
What was wrong with her old cock?
My cock that I'm using now is all dry and cracked. I need new, fresh, young, supple cock. All right. So I'll go to Home Depot and get you a cock. Could you please say it right? And then twice, and one, because then I got my hat on, of course, because of my hair is like Link from the Mod Squad if the wind blows.
Yeah.
Anthony, do you always have to have your hat on? What? Every time I see you, you have your hat on. Oh, my hat on, right, yes. She was scaring the bejesus out of me.
Oh, my Lord, what the hell was going on?
Well, we had Thanksgiving with the relatives on my wife's side. And there are a couple of cool people to talk to at the get-together, but for the most part, everyone's got to talk loud because Annie Dot can't hear. She's deaf. They bring her over the house, sit her in the corner. She's the spitting image of Dr. Zayas. Swear to God. Opie, I'm not kidding. You got to see a picture.
Yeah.
Dr. Zayas, but she can't hear. So no matter what you're talking about, like I'm talking to one of my relatives, and no, things are going great in New York, NEW, we're loving it, having a great time. What? Great New York. What's that here? What? Oh.
All right, go ahead, sorry.
but the fun really didn't start until after Thanksgiving. Of course, I took my mother-in-law and Auntie Marg, who is, 80, to New York City, here in New York, to see the Radio City Music Hall Christmas Spectacular.
How about we stop you there? It'll be a little tease.
Yeah.
Because we have Lots to get through today with you and your weekend with the Golden Girls.
Yeah, segment 2 will be them getting tanked up on scotch. I dropped them at another elderly woman's house.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get into that story in a little bit, and let's get things rolling here. The fax line is 212-957-WNEW. Phone line is 212-757-1027. On the way, we got the Wallflowers and the Rolling Stones, too.
Shut that off. It was stuck in my head.
1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York, Collective Soul, the world I know, the Rolling Stones and the Wallflowers, too. It's Opie and Anthony.
Hey.
Went to the Jet game yesterday. Where's Earl, by the way? Earl had a racist statement that I want to...
Racist?
A big-time racist statement.
What did he say?
He says that Giant fans are more behaved than Jet fans.
How is that racist?
That's as bad as saying white people are more well-behaved than black people.
Was that what he was saying?
Heck yeah, you can't make a comparison like that between the Jets fans and the Giants fans.
Oh my God.
The Giant fans are more mature and they're not as rowdy, he says, than the Jet fans.
I don't know if you can make the same comparison, Opie. We'll have to ask Earl.
Why not? Racism's all about generalizing.
All right.
He's generalizing the Jet fans and the Giant fans.
He's not going to come in here now.
Why isn't he going to come in here? Here he comes marching down the hall. But I was at the Jet game yesterday.
Yeah.
One thing I don't understand. Great game, by the way, as we all know. He's laughing. Why is the Meadowlands a non-smoking facility? You're not allowed to smoke in an outdoor stadium?
A lot of these places are like that now,
That's completely ridiculous. I don't smoke. I'll be the first person to bitch and complain if I'm in a restaurant and people next to me are smoking and stuff. But it's gotten a little out of hand. You're not allowed to smoke in an open-air stadium. That's kind of ridiculous, right?
It is.
And I said that to Earl, who's now in the studio. And, Earl, what did you say?
No, I said they're trying to cut down mainly on pot smoking.
Pot smoking?
Yes.
Yeah, but
because Jet fans...
fans?
Most Jet fans. I'm not saying all Jet fans. Some, not most.
This is coming from a black guy. This is great. I want to hear this.
Some Jet fans.
No, you said most Jet fans. Go ahead.
I'll take that back. Some Jet fans like to smoke pot during the game.
And Giant fans don't like to smoke pot during the game?
I said Jet fans are more... they're younger as a whole than Giant fans.
Oh, really? Okay.
And not as... well-behaved as the Giant fans.
Yes, that's true.
Oh,
that is true.
I hear black people like to smoke crack more than white people do. What's wrong with you, Earl? You're a black guy. How can you honestly sit here and say...
Thanks for pointing that out, Opie.
Well, it is radio. It's just funny this is coming from a black guy.
No,
Why, you can't generalize?
I grew up in Corona, which is about 10 minutes from Shea Stadium.
Okay.
Jet fans are lunatics. When the Jets played at Shea Stadium, they were nuts. I mean, in a good way. They were loud. They were like real football fans.
Yeah. So, Earl, when you're driving by like a Jet fan, do you lock your car doors?
I'm not on the road during a Jet game.
All right, let's say, Earl, you owned a store. Would you follow the Jet fans through the store to make sure they don't shoplift?
We're going there, aren't we? Oh, God.
You started it.
Because I agree. Jet fans are rowdy.
No, it's in a good way. They're very vocal.
Hi, NEW.
Speaking of vocal.
Hey, I just wanted to remind Earl that the infamous ice-throwing incident at Giant Stadium occurred at the Giant game.
Ah, yes.
Well, there you
go.
go.
A horrible incident. And,
I didn't count out drinking.
They were going to throw people out of the stadium and take away season tickets, and they were all Giant season ticket holders for many years.
Remember that? The ice-throwing incident?
I don't recall it happening at too many Jet games.
They also cut down on... Well, I remember being at Shea where the stadium was literally shaking from people just going nuts.
Well, there you go.
In the playoff game, they tore down the
Earl, they were cheering for Joe Namath.
Yeah.
Hi, NEW.
Hey.
Hi, what's up?
Who's this?
Opie Anthony and racist Earl.
Opie and Anthony. It's Anthony, the limo guy. How are you?
All right, man.
How's everything?
Good.
Earl don't know what he's talking about. I'm a season ticket holder for the Giants for about 15 years.
Yeah.
And I go with my father and everybody else. The Giant guys, they smoke way more pot than the Jet guys. there was nobody there yesterday doing anything. I'm telling you right now. Those guys, Earl does not know what he's talking about.
All right, but who has the record for assault and battery?
Yeah.
Giants fans or Jet fans?
Oh well, at the Giant games, they throw the dollar bills in the circle, and they watch the kids jump over the fence with the security guards, and they do a beer roll over them at the Giant games. The Jet games, they just sit on everybody's shoulders and do J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets.
That's right.
Earl, you have no idea what you're talking about.
All right, Earl, getting pounded.
Thanks for that.
All right.
You're getting pounded, Earl.
I walked into that left-handed.
The Jets fans were well behaved at the stadium yesterday.
Well, I like to think of people on individual bases and not lump them into a group of, say, Jets fans and Giants fans as to how they behave at the games, Earl. I don't think maybe you should be doing that. You know what I mean?
No, all I'm saying is Jet fans.
Would you say that cops usually pull over Jets fans more than Giants fans, especially if they're in expensive cars? Would you agree with that?
Is a Jet fan more likely to get a plunger up his butt for misbehaving than a Giant fan
at the police station? Let's say a Jets fan pulls a toy gun out while riding a bicycle. Will he get shot? As opposed to a Giants fan pulling a toy gun out on a bicycle?
Who's most likely to shoot at the screen when a movie opens? A Jet fan or a Giant fan?
We're really going there, aren't we?
What? We're talking football. Very good, Earl.
All right, Earl. Thank you for that.
Thanks.
It's Racist Earl, everyone. That's his new name now.
Racist Earl.
Okay.
Oh, brother.
More stupidity on the way. We got some Dave Matthews and Pink Floyd next. 102.7 WNEW, The Rock of New York. The latest from the Dave Matthews Band. That's Crush. Coming to town, of course, December 2nd and 3rd? Wednesday and Thursday, something like that? I'm losing track of time here. Tomorrow, December 1st already? Wow.
No.
Got to thank all our Dave Matthews ticket winners from the weekend. That was very cool. All right, it's Opie and Anthony. You never know who's going to stop on by the studio. I'm like, look at this. I'm like shaking. This is really cool. It's David Cohn, everyone. I didn't even know you were coming in today.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was nice and quiet. It was in the Thanksgiving Day parade. Got thoroughly soaked out there, but had a good time.
They didn't do much with the balloons this year, I noticed, on TV.
They had them tied down. They were
pretty much dragging them on the street.
They don't want them up in the air.
They were, because the wind got a little out of control, so they were seriously like 2 feet off the ground. That's not fun.
Giuliani gave orders to the police to shoot any errant balloons that might be ready to injure a small child.
So, what's going on?
Not a lot. Just enjoying the off-season, kind of reveling in the World Series, and got a new contract, feeling good about it.
Well, first of all, congratulations on the World Series. That was absolutely great. Anthony, I got to ask you one question, though. Was George Steinbrenner drunk in the locker room? He was a little goofy on TV there.
Rumors abound, yeah. They had a little too much Perrier Jouet.
Sounded like that. I mean, yeah, best team in baseball, but he was like slobbering it.
I did my little impression.
This is the best team in baseball.
He was all weepy.
And he had his Crazy Eddie outfit on.
We noticed. He's got the turtleneck and the blazer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're wearing a suit today. I see that.
Yeah, not by choice. I had another deal today I had to go to and dress up, and I'm thoroughly embarrassed to be here on your show in full attire here.
That's all right. It's just weird to see you not in a uniform, isn't it? Like when you see a guy, pro ball player, not in the uniform.
It is bizarre.
It's a little strange.
So what do you do in the wintertime when you're not playing baseball?
Well, actually, I'm one of the few guys that hangs around New York. Most of the guys, live all over the country, all over the world, really. We got Hideki heading back to Japan. We got El Duque heading to Costa Rica. And I'm one of the only guys that's still around New York. I've kept my apartment here for years. And, I really enjoy hanging around, going to some Knicks games, Ranger games. And
no Knick games this year.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of missing that. I can relate to that. I've been through that labor deal myself.
Well, how do you feel being a player? You could probably relate to what the ball players are going through right now? Yeah,
I really can. I think they're in a no-win situation. Rather, the average fan's not going to sympathize with the money that's going around. It's billionaires versus millionaires, and it's a PR nightmare. But from a player's standpoint, I understand you try to stand up for your rights. You try to stand up for free agency, and it comes across as asking for more money, and it's a tough situation.
Do you feel like they're going to play this year?
I think it's tough. I think the only thing the players can do is stick together, because everything the owners can do to them, the one thing they can is play the game.
Right.
So the players are the only ones that can play the game. The owners are still getting paid right now. They got their TV revenue in pocket, and a lot of the rest of the revenue's tied up in postseason. So right now the owners have the upper hand.
Oof. It definitely puts a black mark on the sport, though. Like baseball got that whole stigma after the strike.
It did, and we're still waiting for some of the fans to come back. We probably lost some fans for life over that situation, and I'm sure there's some NBA fans out there that feel the same way.
This was a big year for bringing them back.
Well, we talked to a lot of people, and they said between you guys having a great season and McGuire and Sosa and stuff, you kind of snuck back into baseball. This was a key year for you guys.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, that shows you the damage that was done back in, it was 4 years ago, 94, and now we're talking about healing the wounds of the strike 4 or 5 years later, and it took 70 home runs and 66 home runs to get that done.
And a great season by you guys, so.
We've heard from fans, though, a couple of fans that call up, I'm not licking their shoes, those bastards ain't getting me back. And you know, like 20 years from now, he's still going to be the same. I haven't watched a game since 1994. Yeah. So how do you communicate with El Duque and Arabu when they're on the road? Because they don't speak much English at all, right?
Not a lot at all. I think El Duque's sandbagging us. I think he understands.
Just enough, right?
It's no habla inglés. And Hideki's pretty sharp, too. I think Hideki understands some things, too, because he'll look at you, and when you're talking about him behind his back, he'll whip his head around and look at you like he understands what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And when you try to carry on a conversation, you can't get it working.
It just must be so weird. I mean, don't they want to hang with you guys when you're on the road and stuff? Do they have their translators with them when you're out clubbing and doing whatever you're doing?
Yeah, it's a little easier for El Duque because we've got some Spanish-speaking players. Obviously the whole Spanish network's a little easier. With Hideki, that's a real chore. We go out for sushi with him, and we try to get him in his element. And when he orders sushi, he just gives it one swipe of the hand across the board. Everything, one of everything.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
The guy can eat some sushi.
Very cool. You want to talk to a few of our listeners?
Sure.
1027 WNEW, The Rock of New York. It's Opie and Anthony and David Cohn. What a treat today. We didn't even know he was coming in, and here he is in all his glory. Just signed that big contract.
Yeah. How's that feel?
I wasn't scheduled to be on. I just busted through the door and demanded my way on the show.
He said off mic that he listens to Opie and Anthony every once in a while on his way to the stadium for the games.
That's pretty good. He's the guy, huh? You're the one that listens to the show. At least it's you.
So with the big contract, do the relatives, expect a real big Christmas present this year?
Oh, definitely. Phone's ringing off the hook. You got all kinds of relatives. Not only the intermediate family, it's the cousins and the hangers-on on the peripheral that sneak through.
Hey, Dave, remember me? Yeah, I love the way you play second base. I need some cash.
Don't even know. Hi, NEW.
Hey, Dave, how you doing?
All right.
Hey, listen, I'm wondering, coming off a 20-win season, why wouldn't you take a 3-4 year deal, and why'd you stay for just one?
Well, I'm not sure if I can make it 3 or 4 more years, first of all. I don't know how much I have left, but, in order to get a 2 or 3, 4 year deal, I would have had to go somewhere else. And, I like New York. I wanted to stay on the Yankees. We got a chance to win again, and, there's nowhere else I'd rather be.
Very cool. Hi, NEW.
Hello.
Hi, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
I just wanted to ask Dave what he was saying to the boomer there during the perfect game at the end.
Oh.
Well, yeah, you got to know the Boomer. Boomer and me are 2 of the flakiest guys in baseball, I think. And we can communicate on our own level.
We got the 2 Davids there talking. That's what it is.
Yeah, I think, towards that, it's taboo in baseball to talk to anybody with a perfect game or a no-hitter. You don't want to say the wrong thing. You don't want to jinx him. You don't want to tell him he has a no-hitter going. And nobody would even talk to him, but... I was kind of joking with him. I told him to break out his knuckleball for the last 2 innings. I said if he had any cojones at all, throw this knuckleball. Throw your knuckleball in the inning.
He's got a lot of cojones. That's very good. Were you disguising yourself there at the end with the hat and shades?
Nervous, yeah. Superstitious, I was just, I really was feeling for him. I've been in that situation. I've blown it. I haven't really. I've been that close before a few times, and I was really feeling for him because I knew it would change his life if he got that perfect game, and indeed it has.
Thanks for an outstanding season. I actually made it from New York to Game 4, and I saw it, and I was thrilled. It still hasn't sunk in yet.
Yeah.
You guys are the greatest, the best in the game.
The best team in baseball.
Hi, NEW. You got a question for David?
Yes.
All right.
Dave, what do you think about baseball players getting paid $50 to $100 for their autographs at card shows and things like that?
Well, I think, it's a double-edged sword. I think some players out there, maybe take advantage of the situation a little bit. And I think there's other players that do some good with that money. Some guys sign for charity. Some guys do some good things with the money. I think the whole memorabilia market's crazy. I mean, to sign your autograph on a piece of cardboard and it's worth X amount of dollars to me is still pretty crazy. But there's a market out there. There's people that are paying for it, and there's players that are going to sign.
Yeah, Bernie got in a little trouble. He's in the paper today, huh? Because he didn't stay?
Yeah, he stayed for an hour. He was scheduled for an hour. He stayed for an hour, and then some fans started ripping up his pictures, saying, we were online, and he didn't sign our stuff.
Yeah, I think it helps if you're going to do those card shows that you actually look at the people and smile and shake some hands and actually stay for the time you're supposed to stay for. I think that probably helps a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
Man, you could just sit there and with a piece of paper and write your name in a sports memorabilia store.
Hi, NEW.
It's like printing money.
Hey, Opie and Anthony, it's Ray from Long Island. How you doing?
All right, man.
All right, pal. David.
Yes.
I want to know, I know your pal Daryl is sitting home. I was wondering how he's feeling and if you're going to go visit him for the holidays.
Well, from what I hear, Daryl's doing very well. He's out in Palm Springs. He's going through his chemotherapy routine, and apparently he's tolerating it very well so far. He's obviously not out of the woods. Everybody's still a little worried about him, but, she's a great guy. He really turned his life around. He's going through a tough battle right now.
Well,
we think he's going to be back.
You're a great friend to stick by him and his family as well, and, taking his wife out and the kids on the field there. My hat's off to you guys. You guys stuck around thick and thin. And give them all my best for the holidays. Same to your family, and thanks for the thrill.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, pal.
Hi, NEW. NEW.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good. You got a question for David?
Sure do.
All right.
Dave, I was wondering if you or any of your teammates had any reaction to the whole Bernie Williams ordeal, I guess you can call it, as far as the amount of money he got, the kind of, I don't know, again, all I know is from the papers, the TV, the trouble he had to go through to get that money. Any ill feelings, or I guess you guys were supporting him 100%?
No, there's no ill feelings.
Right.
Everybody loves Bernie.
Right.
He's a great part of our team. It's a cold business.
Sure.
He's got a tough agent who went out there and really maximized the market for him. And it's the first time Bernie was a free agent, so he kind of learned what it was all about. And I think in the end result, though, as much money as he got, which is an enormous amount of money, he probably could have gotten more elsewhere. And once the Yankees got in the ballpark with their offer, he took it.
Oh, there you go. Can't blame him for that, I guess. Huh?
No, that's what everyone's doing.
Hi, NEW.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up?
Listen, I wanted to ask Dave. My friend Paul Huderman and David Vargas were the ones that picked him up to make the bus for the parade that day.
Yeah.
Do you remember, Dave?
Sure,
yeah.
I remember.
What was up with that? How were you running late, man?
Yeah, what happened, Dave?
What's up with that?
Well, it was the night before. I was out with Shane Spencer, and he's the talk of the town, and we got no sleep. And it came time to go to the parade, and so we just wandered out on First Avenue and couldn't get a cab. And so I ran out in the middle of First Avenue and flagged down your buddies there in the middle of a moving van and hopped in the front seat. And Shane and I just rolled our way right up First Avenue into the Bronx. And it looked like a scene from the Ansky commercials. I'm telling you, the gear shift between my legs and couldn't get through. The cops wouldn't let us through. And finally we got through. And we brought those kids down to the clubhouse that drove us and met Straw that day. Strawberry came in. We got him some autographs. And believe me, we thought we were going to miss the parade.
Yeah.
Those guys saved us.
And here at home, we're thinking you all got limo to the parade and stuff, and there you go.
No, we had the Bronx moving van that brought us straight up First Avenue.
Hi, NEW.
Dave, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Listen, I was wondering what kind of music dominates the Yankee clubhouse. Is it Boomer or Boomer's Choice, or what? And what do you listen to? What's your favorite musical act?
Definitely. Today, Boomer's pitching. You can hear Metallica blasting through the clubhouse.
Right on.
You can hear Joe Torre just cringing.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a big Metallica fan.
Joe's going back in his office and putting on the headphones and listening to Sinatra. So Boomer's got the Metallica cranking, and actually I mix it up. I'm a classic rock guy all the way. Grew up in the Midwest, and I'm kind of an old school guy. Zeppelin, Floyd, Yes, and all the oldies but goodies. The Who. I'm big into the classics.
Like the albums you used to be able to clean your weed seeds out.
The double Yes albums were perfect for that. Hi, NEW. NEW.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, you're on delay, so turn down your radio and ask David Cohn a question.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
They put the kids on the phone.
What? Hi. I just have a question. Do you think that they're going to move Yankee Stadium?
Good question.
It is a good question. I was going to say, Jeter gets Mariah, and I get the 12-year-old.
I'm 11 years old.
35-year-old right-handed pitcher here.
Hey, watch it, Cone.
As far as moving the stadium goes, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I think everybody, deep down hopes the Bronx works out and they renovate that stadium and make the Bronx nice again. But there's some major problems there. Yankee Stadium needs a lot of work, and they need more parking. And anybody who goes there knows, you try to go to the bathroom at Yankee Stadium, you got problems, and you try to park, you got problems. So it's a complicated question, and I hope they can work it out.
Very good. Well, I think we got time for just a couple more, and we'll let you go there, David. Hi, NEW. NEW. Hit another one there. Hi, NEW.
Hello?
Yeah, you got a question for David Cohn?
Yeah, hi, this is Tom from Sherbrooke, New York. How you doing?
All right.
All right, I'd just like to say congratulations. It was a great season. It was a great win in the World Series. Big-time Yankee fan. I just wanted to know 2 questions. What do you feel, how does it feel playing in Kansas City compared to the Big Apple? And what really happened in the bullpen at Shea a few years ago with those girls?
Who's screening these calls, man? Let's go. Thought I had some coverage here.
I think it's obvious you like to pitch in New York. So.
Yeah, definitely. New York's a proactive crowd. I mean, they anticipate the flow of the game. Whereas Kansas City, I love Kansas City.
They're
in the
polite,
stadium,
though,
but
in the
it's more
Midwest.
like going to a movie. They kind of react to what happens, whereas New York tries to make things happen. They anticipate, you get 2 strikes on a guy, and they're into the flow of the game, and they really anticipate. As far as the bullpen at Shea, I was young. I've made some mistakes in my life, but I will never admit to that one. I guarantee you that one.
There you go. Hey, what's the David Cohn Foundation about?
Actually, we're doing some work with the Westchester Medical Center. They're trying to build a new children's hospital out there. It's going to be one of the best in the nation from what we hear. And we kind of mix it up. We do a little bit with Sloan Kettering, some of the cancer kids. And, we've helped out the LaBelle Foundation, which is for wayward kids in upstate New York. So, we're just starting the foundation. We're trying to figure out how to make it work and how to allocate the funds. But we've got some good ideas and trying to get it going.
Very cool. Well, this has been a treat. Unbelievable.
Definitely.
David, thanks for stopping by. We really appreciate it.
Sure, my pleasure.
David
guys.
Cohn, everyone. I mean, we never get a crowd in the studio, so let's hear it for David. All right, we still have David Cohn in the studio. He wants to play DJ real fast, and you want to hear this one, David?
Absolutely.
You got to talk it up, okay?
Well, I'm a big Who fan. I think one of the greatest rock and roll bands of all time, and Eminence Front, to me, is one of the classic songs in my book.
All right. All right, now you got to tell them what station they're listening to.
Oh, where are we at?
Hey, where are we?
Just kidding. Hey, listen to it all the time.
The Rock of New York. 1027 WNEW, the latest from the Goo Goo Dolls. That slide off Dizzy Up the Girl. It's Opie and Anthony. The most talked about radio personalities in New York these days.
My goodness.
Can't open up a paper without a letter to the editor or an article on something we're doing wrong here at NEW. Everyone is talking about NEW and Opie and Anthony. I wonder why that is, Anthony.
I don't know. Maybe because hasn't really been much to talk about at NEW for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And now something's happening.
It's like a shock to the system, so everyone has to talk about it. All the other radio stations talking about NEW and who they've let go and who they've hired. And
it's like grandma getting a perm and putting on a dress.
Mm-hmm.
Well, nice dress. All of a sudden people would take notice and go, hey, wow, look at grandma. What the hell's she doing? So, they get a little confused.
Not talking about anyone else, really, in New York radio.
No.
Except for the man, of course.
Well, of course.
We all know who the man is. Scott Shannon.
Go on.
Yeah, right. All right, so are we on part 2 of your weekend from hell, Anthony?
I was just sitting around here laughing and everything. Thinking about... All right, this isn't necessary. Right when this song gets out of my head. Yes, my weekend with the Golden Girls.
Well, yes. I mean, you didn't spend one day with the Golden Girls. You spent 4 days with the Golden Girls. It started Wednesday,
I went
right after the show.
Right. I went up to Massachusetts to have Thanksgiving with my mother-in-law and my wife. We went up there. And it didn't end with that. We didn't say, all right, thank you for having us, and leave.
Right.
We packed up the car with my mother-in-law, and Auntie Marg, who is 80 years old.
She's like the lady from Vacation.
Oh, my God.
She is, though. She is.
Blind. She's blind.
Right.
She can barely see.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got, I guess, at 80 years old, you have problems breathing unless the optimum air conditions apply, humidity and temperature. So she's always pulling out the little, like, the what do you call that? The little thing, like the Primatene mister things.
Yeah, yes.
And that was my weekend.
Did you tie her to the roof of the car for the ride back down to New York like they did in Vacation?
No, you know what? I was lucky because she slept. Yeah. Annie Marg, it's time for the Christmas Spectacular at Radio City Music Hall. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Yeah. Oh, wow, it is 78 degrees in here. She is used to 77. This could really shock her system.
All right, so you got the whole gang.
Yeah, and
down
we
from Massachusetts back to New York.
Yeah,
to continue your weekend with the Golden Girls.
Yeah. So Friday night is an easy one because I have to drop them off at a friend of Judy's, my mother-in-law, because she used to live on Long Island. So we drop her off at this neighbor's house of hers, who I guess is, I don't know, she's got to be in her, 70s?
So you had more Golden Girls. You were gaining Golden Girls as the weekend continued.
3.
You're up to
total
3 now. Okay.
Walk in the house, and I don't know if there's an old woman custom, but they start comparing prescription drugs. I'm not kidding. They pulled, like, at one point, my mother-in-law is talking that she's nauseous.
Mm-hmm.
and the woman that they're over her house.
It could have been the scotches.
Yeah. Oh, no. No, it's not the bottle of wine and the scotch and sodas. I asked for just a splash of soda. Put too much soda in. Right. And then she's pulling it out, and the woman, Evelyn, I guess, pulls it out, and she's going, "Oh, Judy, look at these pills. This could be making you nauseous. Is this the generic?" And they're going back and forth about prescription drugs.
Comparing their drugs. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, back and forth. And I'm sitting at the table like, yeah, this is great. Fantastic.
What were they drinking at this point? Ensure with vodka?
Yeah. Ensure shots.
Shots of Ensure?
Shots of Ensure.
Okay.
They're sitting there. No, and they're getting tanked. And I got to go. So that was my first reprieve from them, was we were able to leave that house and leave them to their whatever. I'm getting drunk. I don't know. But then we had to come into Manhattan on Saturday and get hotel rooms. Which, who paid for that?
You did.
Must have been somebody. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was me. This past weekend, I might as well have put a teller machine on a hand truck and just wheeled that around with me. Just slide it through. Guess how much for parking for this weekend?
How much?
Alone. Weekend? Anyone?
I'll go $60.
Yeah, $150 in parking. That's no joke.
Where the hell were you parking?
Well, but when you think about it, I drive in, and we have to keep parking at different places because they can't walk within a 100-foot radius of wherever you are. So we're taking cabs and parking. So I had to park for the hotel, and you get them a room, of course, at the Lowe's on Lenox, which is a room that was like a postage stamp for $200. Thank you. Each room. So I need one, and Jen me and Jen need one, and they're sharing one. and then we go to dinner, and they're smoking like fiends. Annie Marg has had cancer. And how are you doing? How's the radio?
What did you guys eat?
What did we eat?
Where?
Oh, we ate at the hotel restaurant. Because we walk around so much that no one knows what to do. What am I going to do with 2 old ladies in Manhattan?
Not much.
What are you going to do if you're with 2 old ladies in Manhattan?
Pretty much eat. Yeah. That's what you do with old people.
Because there's nothing to do. Oh, yeah, we're going to go flash dances. Catch us a lap dance. And no, I wound up getting dragged to Planet Hollywood. Yeah, this is great. My idea, New York City. Woo! But it's just such a good thing that you know, with the holidays around and the nice warm weather we were getting and everyone shopping, busiest shopping weekend, that Manhattan really wasn't that crowded this weekend. Boy, there was no one in Planet Hollywood.
Yeah, the tourists don't like to go there at all.
Oh, no. And the whole city was pretty much deserted.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could go in there real quick and get the drink I really needed.
Yeah.
Packed.
Really?
Packed. 5 deep at the bar.
Did you get the Michael J. Fox martini?
Yeah.
Shaken, not stirred? I heard that's a new drink at Planet Hollywood.
Give Annie Mark the Clark Gable colada. Gee. Yeah, I'll have the Stallone punch. Boy, this is really making me feel like a New Yorker. Yeah, this is great. Every rube is in there looking at memorabilia that, I don't know. Is that the real shirt Arnold wore? Is it?
I doubt it.
So do I.
All right.
Annie Margold. Oh, did I tell you we had to stop 80 times on the way up? Or the way down from Massachusetts?
No.
We stop at every rest stop along the way. And then finally they got to eat again. So we stop at a Burger King on the rest stop. Okay. We get our little Burger King. Sit down. Annie Marg. I need a fork and a knife. Like, wait a minute. It's a burger. No, I need a fork and a knife to cut with.
They haven't given out forks and knives since they opened, I believe.
Well, it's a good thing it wasn't that busy a holiday weekend because the place was pretty deserted, the Burger King. No, there was plenty of room for me to go right up to the counter and ask for a fork. And they weren't too bothered to, look for it. I need a fork and a knife, please. Okay? Fork and knife. It was a hell. Wait till you hear about the Christmas show.
Oh, yeah, that's the whole reason they had to come down here.
Oh, yeah.
I guess that'll be part 3 of your weekend with the Golden Girls, huh?
Let's go to the Rockefeller Center. I want to see the tree. It's not lit yet. Well, let's go see it anyway. So we went to see a big tree in Rockefeller Center. And not many people go there around this time of year.
No.
Which is good because there was plenty of room to walk and everything.
Must have got right up to the tree, took a look, and it probably took you, 5 minutes?
It was packed. You couldn't even move. Shoulder to shoulder. People. And I'm staring at this tree. Mm-hmm. And it's just a tree at that point. It's not decorated. There's nothing going on. It's 65 degrees out. And I'm with 2 old ladies.
The Golden Girls.
The Golden Girls.
Very good. All right, we'll get to part 3 of your lovely little weekend in a little while. All right? Got something for the show? Give us a call, 212-757-1027. You're an L over there.
You gotta be lying.
No.
What are we doing?
We've been working on this for 3 months.
Oh, come on, get out of here.
Looks like we're taking
anybody in our meetings.
We're taking vacation time. We can't go through another one of those messes.
No.
We want you to be like the Dick Clark.
Yeah, we'll be dicks, all right. We'll be a couple of dicks. Dick Clark, you want us to be? Oh, come on, that's a joke, right?
No.
The top 99 artists?
Then why don't you do the Opie and Anthony Rockin' New Year's Eve party?
Yeah.
We could do that.
Rockin' New Year's.
We'll incorporate the top 99.
Top 99. How does it work? It's 99 artists?
Well, we're not going to have a countdown. We're just going to play great songs.
He's serious.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, no.
Absolutely.
All right, so who's artist number 99?
Yeah. I have no idea. Andrea handles all that stuff.
Blues Traveler Lee, someone cool, or is it going to be like Supertramp?
And who's going to be the number 1?
I don't think Supertramp makes it in the top 99.
All right, good.
Let's wreck it right now. It's going to be Zeppelin.
Zeppelin will be number 1?
No, I don't know.
It's got to be.
No number. It's not a number.
Well, then how come it's the 99?
It's an inclusive group. We haven't ranked it.
So why can't we just run it as regular programming?
We can. But it's just, we're only...
But there's going to be these cool little...
artists.
The top 99 NEW. So if we just eliminate all that, all the bells and whistles, it's just like our regular
Well, you
program.
can go into a church and tear it apart, too.
I have.
There'll be nothing left. Sometimes you need a little pageantry, a little,
Really?
Yeah.
All right, can we take... some time off right around.
When does it start?
I already asked you today if you're taking time off.
Well, you didn't tell us we were doing this.
We're Iron Men.
When does it start?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock on New Year's what?
Eve. It's not a countdown.
All right, we won't be
We're
here.
not in on New Year's Eve.
We're not going to be here.
It's not a countdown. It's got numbers in it for some reason, but it's no countdown.
We can't be
no number.
You have to have, boundaries.
It's not going to be
99 artists.
number 25. Nothing like that?
Well, if you could do those for us.
Yeah, I can do that.
99 of them for us.
I think our listeners are smarter than this. They know that it's a clever rouge.
Yeah.
No, it's called a feature. It's a program.
It's a feature.
The news is a ruse, right? They have 30 minutes to do the news. They can't run all the stories, so they have to run the top story.
It's a feature.
Okay, so it's the top 99 artists, but we won't call it that.
No, there's not a countdown. You know, this is what the meetings are like in the afternoon before you go in the air.
Ixnay on the umbersnay.
And why didn't we play Alice's Restaurant this year?
Yeah, whose decision was that?
I would say, in view of that last phone call, it was a tremendous oversight.
Oh, is that it? Who's responsible? Who will be getting the hate faxes and hate emails for that? You?
I think we spread that blame. Ultimately, yes, it always ends up.
It always goes to Gary.
Yeah. Okay, I thought that maybe that would get divvied up into everybody's mailbox.
I think we did play it at 11. People missed it.
That's a good idea.
It's not that we didn't play it. We just played it early.
Screwed up.
Lisa Garvey blew it.
Yeah, we screwed up because of daylight savings time. Sorry about that.
Well, there's something to look forward to. The top 99 artists.
That should get the listenership up.
Number 5. Leonard Skinner, top 99 artists, NAW.
Do you play a little block of each artist and stuff?
I don't know. It's open for formatting right now.
Can we just blow it off and come up with something like the listeners want to hear?
Sure. I tell you what, why don't you figure out what the listeners want to hear, and then we'll do that if it's better.
Okay.
All right.
I'm open for that.
That's fair.
Yeah, we could think of something, maybe.
Well, we'll see. It's a new position for you, so, have at it.
We're going to start giving away the tricks of the trade, though. Coming up, we'll tell you how the DJ, when they get a request on the phone, before the person even requests a song, the music's playing in the background.
Right.
We'll tell you how that's done.
How did they get the song so fast?
Bye, Peggy. Bye. See you later, Peggy. So long, Peggy. Bye-bye. Guarantee you're still listening. The Rock of New York, 102.7 WNEW. It's Opie and Anthony. Little lovely Peggy asks in her fax, what happened to NEW's cutting edge? And her definition of NEW's cutting edge, Anthony?
Yeah.
Is?
I have no idea. What does she say?
She thinks that we should have played Alice's Restaurant on Thanksgiving. That's NEW's cutting edge.
That's cutting edge, playing Alice's Restaurant on Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And although some people enjoy it, I'm sure, I would not call that cutting edge.
No.
No.
And because of that, because we did not play it this Thanksgiving at noon, Peggy is changing channels.
Bye-bye, Peggy.
Bye, Peggy. See you later. Go tune into the other station where the guy plays 5 o'clock funnies. That's cutting edge.
People have gotten like their parents. These are the people that were supposed to be this revolutionary younger generation that were totally rebellious against their parents, against anything old and standard and traditional. They were going to break the mold, be this whole new generation. And they grew older, and what have they become?
Their parents.
Their parents.
Exactly what they didn't want to be.
Any changes, like your dad, where are my shoe trees? I had shoe trees in my closet right here. Well, we don't use shoe trees anymore. I need shoe trees or my shoes shrink.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. You become your parents.
Pathetic.
God.
She's leaving the station because we didn't play Alice's Restaurant on Thanksgiving. How pathetic is that?
Very pathetic.
Leave the station because you don't like us. I'll accept that, but leave because we didn't play a stupid song.
It goes beyond that, Opie. It goes way beyond that.
And you think it's special? Every rock station in America plays it at noon on Thanksgiving.
That's cutting edge, doing what everyone else does.
We're trying to do some different things here at NEW.
It was cutting edge the last time you enjoyed stuff cutting edge. Let's say that. Because you know something? You use the word cutting edge. You don't like cutting edge. You like dull edge. You like filed down till it's flat edge. Because it's the truth. They grow older and lose any sense of youth that they had. Humor, youth, spontaneity, cutting edge. And then they email us crap like that. Like we're not going to read it and laugh at you. You're somebody with an old mind telling us what's cutting edge.
And
I don't even care how old you are. I know guys in their 60s that have a great sense of humor. They're fun. They are cutting edge. They have an ability to keep an open mind and think like a youthful.
And then there are other people in their 30s, early 40s. They might as well be dead.
That are fuddy-duddies.
Dead.
But I don't think you know what cutting edge is anymore, so don't go trying to tell anybody what it is.
And Anthony makes a good point. When you write a letter like that, Peggy, we read it and we laugh at you.
Yeah.
You think we sit here and go, oh no, oh, we lost Peggy. Oh, is it too late? Can we still put the record on the air? You know?
It's like when an old person comes up and sees kids dancing and go, you know, that's the hustle? What are you doing there, the hustle? I know the dance moves, the new dance moves. That's the hustle.
Yeah.
It's like you just look stupid trying to talk about anything. Ah, please.
But all the other thing, I guess some lucky ex-listener got a letter into the editor of Newsday.
Yeah.
And is encouraging all the other listeners or ex-listeners to fax and write NEW about
tune away
about the changes they've made at NEW and how Opie and Anthony are the new menaces on the block and
let me tell you something. Everybody no one was happy letting Dave Herman go and Scott Muni go from WNEW. They've been cornerstones here at the station for many years. Station was built on Scott Muni, I think, for many years.
Yeah.
But think back to things like television. Uncle Milty was hysterical, a pioneer in television. But it just gets to a point where you have to move over so Seinfeld could move in.
It's like you don't want to see Uncle Milty on Spin City unless he's making a cameo.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Uncle Milty getting on TV, wearing a dress, going around, wow. People are going to watch and go, this isn't funny.
Yeah.
They're not going to watch anymore. And it just wouldn't be relevant to today's times.
Right.
So you have to change. Move on.
Yeah.
You could use certain things that they did, be inspired by what they did, but you have to move on.
Yeah.
And get to today.
Right. And by the way, the point I was making with the letter to the editor, you know, they were encouraged to fax and write NEW. We got 2 letters. Two. And Anthony and I read them while the music was playing. We laughed our butts off, and then we lit them on fire.
Still smoking.
Yeah. So if you are gonna like try to fax the letters in or send them, don't send them while we're on the air because they'll never get to the boss's office. I'll tell you right now.
Right.
So. All right. I wanted to talk about the Furbies. All right. We'll talk about the Furbies next.
All right.
The Rock of New York, 102.7 WNEW, Whole Celebrity Skin, R.E.M. Orange Crush before that from the Green CD. It's Opie and Anthony.
Hello.
Furby Mania has hit the city.
Jesus.
Did you get your Furby yet, Anthony?
No, I didn't get my Furby.
Why not? You're not waking up at 4 in the morning to wait online to get your Furby?
No. I actually heard that there was some women got into a fight in a mall.
Yeah.
Over a Furby.
Yes.
And were biting each other. Could you imagine that scene? I would stand on the Furby line just to see the fights that these people get into for their Furby.
Well, we should explain this. First of all, why is the Furby the most sought-after toy this year, Anthony? Does anyone know?
No. I don't know. I don't see the attraction. I guess it's just like the Sing and Snore Ernie and the...
Well, every year there's a hot toy.
Yeah.
This year it's the Furby. Last year it was the Sing and Snore Ernie. The year before that was the Tickle Me Elmo doll.
Oh, boy.
And this goes all the way back to the Cabbage Patch doll. Remember that?
Yes.
I think that was the first toy that started this...
the shortage with the people going crazy.
This mania.
My kids have to have it.
Why are we believing the hype? I personally am not believing the hype. I hope if you're listening to us, you're not believing the hype. It's all hype. The toy company gets together and says, we need a hot toy. So they throw something together like the Furby, and then next thing you know, they tell you it's the hot toy. The kids don't know that's the hot toy.
Yeah. Well, something starts this buzz on these things, and whatever the toy is, if the company that makes the toy is smart, they start putting out limited quantities of it, And that increases the
value of it.
The value because, it's oh, my God, you can't find one.
Now, last year, the toy company will remain nameless, but you and I were doing a promotion when the Sing and Snore Ernie was big.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a little friend of ours that worked for this
toy store.
Large
toy store chain.
And he goes, guys, you want to see something? We go down the aisle where the Sing and Snore Ernies were, because that was the hot toy last year.
Mm-hmm.
Not one Sing and Snore Ernie. People online, waiting, trying to figure out how they're going to get their Sing and Snore Ernie. Guy goes to Anthony and I, goes, follow me. Goes to the back of the store. There was a whole room filled with Sing and Snore Ernies.
Right.
Filled.
Yeah.
And every morning they put out 4 or 5.
Yeah, and then they have a big line of people.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, here it is. Oh, that's all.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So then it ups the demand for this stupid toy.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you get close to the holiday, what do? They give you like a little gift certificate so you could buy the Furby after the holiday when they have, more Furbies.
How is your child going to survive, though, without opening up their little Furby on Christmas morning? How could he go through Christmas without a Furby?
But we're pathetic as a society that we actually believe the hype.
Yeah.
This Furby is $29.95, means nothing. Day after Christmas, there'll be hundreds and hundreds on the toy store shelves.
You watch. Absolutely.
And this toy is for what? I don't know. Really young kids, right?
Oh, Opie, no.
Oh, no.
No, people are buying these things left and right. Adults.
Adults want the Furbies.
As their own little pet, Opie. Do you know what a Furby does?
It talks to other Furbies, Anthony?
It talks to you. It talks to other Furbies. It interacts with you. If you throw him up in the air, he goes, wee. If you put something in his mouth, he goes, yum. And his eyes blink. He sleeps.
You know what?
You got to feed him or he'll get sick.
Well, with that definition, Anthony, there's a lot of Furbies walking the streets of 57.
Yeah. How about throwing a couple of $100 at the smelly Furby I saw on the way in?
On the corner.
It's the same thing. Eats, sleeps, wets. If I threw him up in the air, he'd probably go, wee.
Yeah. So, I think we're gonna, we got a call here? This better be good. We've interrupted our show for this.
Our Furby.
Hey.
NEW.
Hey, guys, I just want to tell you something about the Furbies. About 2.5 months ago, I was tripping over these ugly things in toy stores.
Yeah.
Whenever I would stop by them, because I remember them because they look like gremlins. I don't know how they're not being sued.
I'm waiting for that to happen.
Because they look identical to gremlins.
Before you throw the gremlin in the water.
Yes, before they become striped.
Yeah.
But one of the local radio stations, which I no longer listen to, was pushing it for about 2 weeks straight. And that's when the hype started. And then they hooked something up with FAO, I believe it was.
Well, I don't think you could blame it on the local radio. It's the toy companies themselves get together and decide, well, we can make a bloody fortune if we make this toy valuable.
What, the toy stores?
But it's a total scam because I remember Sleep and Snore Ernie, about mid-January, you started tripping over these things again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I guarantee by January 15th, you'll be tripping over these hideous little Furbies again if they haven't been sued into infinity by whoever made Gremlins.
Well, I think that's what they're waiting for, the production company that made Gremlins. They're just waiting for them to sell a bunch of these things so they could take all their money. Yeah. Like, wait a minute, it looks like a gremlin, doesn't it?
But I don't understand, why even people want it. They're pretty ugly looking.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've actually seen one of them. But
of course, it's on the front page of the papers. It's just hype.
Yeah, it is. It really
is. Hype. And like you said, you wait a couple days after Christmas, there'll be so many on the shelves, it's not even funny. Tell your kid, get a picture of the Furby, put it on a card and say, hey, your Furby's coming January 1st. And then you'll still pay the $29.95 and not the $200, $300 like some of these poor saps are doing.
I know. It's such a scam, and people fall for this.
Every year we fall for this stupid scam.
And the toys from the other past years have dust on them this year.
Yeah, I know.
You go into that aisle and you're blowing dust off them.
All right, man.
I'm a little disappointed you guys didn't do Corky Steinbrenner with David Cohn. You came close.
We did a little of it.
Oh, we just did. They're the best team in baseball.
Yeah, we had Coney stop by today.
Yeah, you got to do the corn dog routine though.
I know. Actually, know what we did? We got a tape of that whole skit that we did, and we gave it to Coney. So maybe.
Oh, really? Okay, that's great. So
maybe he'll play it for the player. So
play for the boss.
Great.
All right, man.
All right, take care, guys.
All right.
Bye-bye.
And before we get off the subject of Furbies, what stupid radio station in this fine city is going to do a whole promotion around the Furby.
The Furby.
Later on this morning, we're going to be giving you a chance to win a Furby.
Ho ho!
Do you realize, that these are selling for $1,000 on the streets of New York, but we got ourselves a couple Furbies.
That's right, Opie. We're going to be taking your calls later, and you could win a cute little Furby.
Furby. For your little tot. Someone will do it. Or no. This is what they'll do. They'll make themselves look cool. They'll get 2 Furbies.
Yeah.
And then they'll auction them off on the air and give the money to some cute charity.
Hey, that'll work.
We're going for the highest bidder. We raised $750 for one of the Furbies today.
Yeah. He's as cute as a Dickens, isn't he?
Don't believe the hype, I beg you. But I think what we're going to do, maybe later this week we'll start it. We're going to do something called the Furby Police.
Yes.
Because the ads are already hitting the classifieds. All these people trying to make $200, $300, $400 off a children's toy.
Yeah, they take out ads in the newspapers and charge their high prices.
And what we're going to do is we're going to call some of these people and mess with them for trying to make profit off a children's toy.
We do sort of a scared straight program with these people.
Yes, we do.
We frighten them. We did it with the Sing and Snore Ernie.
Yeah.
We did it with the Tickle Me Elmo.
Yeah.
And now we have the Furby.
Yes. So, stick around for that. It's going to be fun. The Rock of New York, 102.7 WNEW. It's Opie and Anthony.
Hey.
We got to leave? Why do we have to leave today? Giants football? We still do Giants football? Really? I thought we could just blow off the games because they're having such a crappy year. That's why we're leaving early? All right.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for another exciting Giants football game. Can't wait. All right. Is that a good plug? Why can't we have Jets football this year?
Oh. I've been going through the internet here looking for Furby sounds.
Yeah.
Just for a little fun.
Right.
And I found someone selling Furbies for, get this. Wait a minute, let me punch it up. $300.
They're selling Furbies for $300.
$300, and it's not even December yet, technically.
A children's toy that cost $29.95, but now that Furby Mania has hit the city, just like the Sing and Snore Ernie dolls and the Tickle Me Elmos, you're going to start seeing in the classifieds a ton of people trying to make money off a children's toy.
Making money off of a kid's toy, yes.
Yes. So we're the Furby Police. You want to do? I'll do this real fast. Give me the phone number.
Do we have any secret agent music?
Yeah, Rick. Do we have any good Dragnet music?
We need some good music.
Some good FBI
Set the
music
mood.
or something.
Yeah, it's got to be a good cop show.
Yeah, I got the Golden Girls theme.
No, it's not from that. Oh,
all right.
Enough with the Golden Girls.
All right, we're dialing up this number.
Weekend with them.
Which one are you using? Let me see. Is it a good one?
What can we use for the police?
Miami Vice.
Miami Vice.
All right, put it in there. It'll make it goofy. I don't care.
Different cop show music.
Do that one. No, just do it.
Oh, look.
Streets of San Francisco. A Quinn Martin production. Starring Carl Malden and Michael Douglas. Scene 1. Epilogue.
Mommy, what's an epilogue? All right. You know that my brother's name is Quinn because of Quinn Martin Productions, because my parents were big TV fanatics.
And what about your other brother?
My other brother, Darren, is because of Bewitched.
Yeah.
And then I get...
All right, Opie.
I know, but that's a stupid name I got when I was in 7th grade. Julie Burson. Thank you. I hate your guts. Everyone else had cool nicknames in 7th grade. Hey, freckle-faced kid with the glasses, you don't have a nickname. Stand up. This is what they did to me. Stand up in math class, 7th grade. So I stand up, I'm thin, got my stupid tube socks up to my knees, my cut-off jean shorts because we were too poor to get the real ones, sitting there with my glasses, my freaking cowlick, in front of the whole class. I was mortified.
It's not going to be Tiger. Tank.
No. So they start taking turns. Okay. One kid raises his hand. Let's call him Four Eyes because of the glasses. Then another kid goes, how about Howdy Doody? And then another kid goes, how about Will Robinson from Lost in Space? And then Julie Burson stands up and goes, I know. Let's call him Opie.
Opie.
And I've been stuck with the name since 7th grade. Because a lot of people think it's a radio name. No. All right.
It's a tragic story.
It's brutal. What? Give me that note. What were you going to say?
A nickname.
He doesn't have the balls to say it.
Let me see. Period head? Because it's
never heard of it. Oh, what? Red?
My hair's not that red. Period head. Oh. Thanks, Ed, for not saying that. That's just stupid. All right, you want to do Furby Police here?
Yeah.
So this person is selling the doll for $300.
$300. This goes for $29.95.
All right, let's start the Miami Vice music and try to get him on the phone here. Oh, no, that's right. We're going with this one again. Be $100?
Sir, I'm not to commit to anything. My husband is handling this.
I'm desperate. I'll give you $100 in sexual favors, whatever it takes.
You know, you're just lucky you just called the state police department. This is being traced.
No, it's not.
Come on. Yeah, the police department, and we're selling Furbies here at the precinct. What is she, a joker? $300
for a kid's toy. How dare you?
The Furby police got their first collar.
Yes.
I feel good.
Yes, we'll do more of that tomorrow, but we got to step aside for the Giants game. So we'll see you tomorrow.
That.